I know. I'm wearing bright colours. What? Anyway, hi there, my name is Kovu Kingsrod, and this is going to be my little October update. November. Oh my god, it's November. Oh my god. I don't even know. By the way, if you can hear my dad's music upstairs, then I'm sorry. Unless you think the music is good, then awesome. I don't know what he's listening to, but it's probably dad music because he's a dad. Yeah. Anyway, so this is going to be my November update, and I have filmed this already, but I'm gonna try and not make this too long because I already have uploaded a really long video this month just talking about random stuff. I guess that could be like part 1 of my November update. I don't even know. But this is like the proper one, and I have exciting news. So basically, ladies and gentlemen, and everyone in between, outside of the gender spectrum. Okay, here's the thing. I used to go to a psychiatrist, but I stopped seeing my psychiatrist in May, or like the psychiatrist I had at that time. I stopped seeing her in May because I didn't really like talking to her, and sometimes you need to try several times before you find the right one, and she just wasn't the right one for me. There's this thing that I've noticed, especially in women that work with medical things, especially mental health or emotional health related. They are quite slow. They are really understanding, which is a good thing, but they are really understanding, and they have a really soft voice, like, yeah, I see. Yeah, and I can't take that. Like, I literally cannot take that. Like, I don't know what about it makes me so freaking uncomfortable. I just find it creepy, and I hate it. I'm sorry. Nothing personal to other people out there who are like that. It's probably not even your fault. Maybe it's just what you do when you're at work, and then you talk normally when you're at home. But it freaks me out, and I don't like it. So, yeah, I stopped talking to her because I'm sorry, I just didn't like talking to her, and that's my honest opinion, and I'm allowed to say that because I'm just allowed to say that. It's not to attack her personally or anything. This is going way too far. I need to. Okay. Anyway. Oh shoot. Oh yeah. That's my random camera tripod. I don't know what it's called. Anyway. God, I'm so stupid. Point is, right now I feel pretty good. Obviously, as you can probably tell by everything. But I'm gonna take off my beanie. But a few weeks ago, I look wet. I wasn't feeling too well. Okay, I'll be completely honest. I was feeling quite crap. And I talked to my school nurse about it. Well, first I talked to my teacher because I couldn't find my school nurse, and my teacher couldn't really help me. So I tried to find my school nurse, and I did, but she had like a cold, and I was sick, and I shouldn't. I feel bad because she was going home, and I was just like, oh hey, by the way, can you talk to me about my problems? But I mean that's her job. But she was going home, so she wasn't really at work, which really like shows how much she cares about me. That's sweet. Anyway, yeah, I talked to her, and she was like, yeah, like you should talk to someone, like now. She didn't say exactly like that, but I am going to a gen therapist in like half a year. I have to wait half a year. And I got to know today that it used to be 2 years with that exact gender therapist. So the fact that it's only like 6 months, that's amazing. Anyway, so I'm going to a gender therapist in like April-ish because I've already waited a few months. But my school nurse wanted me to talk to someone as I was waiting, while I was still waiting, because she thought it would be good for me, and she thought it was so urgent, and I couldn't wait 6 months because then I'd feel kind of crap in 6 months. So she called my mum, and they searched for people. I don't know if my doctor helped them, but they searched for people, and they found some people at the same place. Like, it's the same company, I suppose, as... So I'm going to this gender therapist, and he works in a company thing, and I got sent to a therapist in like that works in the same company. This is not a gender therapist, but it's sort of a counsellor type thing. He has a, I don't know what it's called, but I don't know what it's called in English, but he's more than a counsellor. I don't know, counsellor is such like weird term, like everything's counsellor, I don't know. Anyway, this is a really weird video. Anyway, I went to that guy today, and I was so scared, and it was so weird because I didn't really know what to talk about. Like, I haven't been doing too well. I wasn't doing too well like 2 weeks ago. But when I go talk to someone about my problems on a day that I feel pretty alright, like today, although I had a huge exam today, but I think it went alright. When I go to someone, talk to them about my problems on days that I'm feeling right, even if I have felt like I wanted to die the last 4 months, and I feel good on that specific day, I don't really know what to talk about because I don't see my feelings as valid because, like, oh, what I felt back then, like what I've been feeling for the past 4 months, like that that doesn't matter because I feel okay today, which happened to be the same day I was going to talk to my psychiatrist. So I'm not going to bring up any of my problems because I don't feel like they're valid, which is stupid because they are valid and I know better than that. Anyway, I met him today, that counsellor guy, and he was so nice and he was so human. Like, he was not like those, like, oh yeah, like oh my god, that sounded so sexual, but he was not like those types of women that I talked about earlier that work with like mental health stuff or just medical stuff in general. But he was so human and he was so nice to talk to. I didn't really know what to say. But he just basically said like, oh, explain. And I was like, how much did my mom tell me on the phone? And he was like, oh, she told me like gender identity stuff. And I was like, okay, then let's start there. So I basically told him my life story. But he was like, he was so cool. Like, he was so freaking cool. But here's a good part, okay? If you stuck around in this video, this rambly, stupid, sorry, I'm this way video, if you stuck around until now, then here's a good thing. So, we did talk about gender stuff. And he said so many things about, like, gender and sexuality. He's one of the most open-minded people I've ever met. And he's not like, he said that he's not like straight, oh, well, he's straight, but he's not like gay or trans or anything himself. But he's worked a lot with like LGBT people, and yeah, he's just really awesome. And he even said like, oh yeah, like we live in such like a heteronormative society, and I was like, mate, like I've never heard an adult say that before. That's really freaking cool. But anyway, he is really eager to help me out, guys. Like, he really wanted me to, yeah, and that's what I find so exciting because, like, I have felt very stuck for a very long time. I am talking to that gender therapist in like 6 months or 4 months, I don't know, 5 months. So I know that it's coming, But this guy wanted me to do something now. I have a lot of questions regarding like hormone therapy, surgeries, like what are the options like available, like, because there are things I want to get clarity in now. And he was like, yeah, you should talk to this and this and this guy. And I was like, okay. And he was like, yeah, but you should really talk to this guy. Like, you should really talk to this guy. And I was like, yeah. And I have heard about that guy before, like, because I'm part of this Facebook group for female to male transgender people in Norway. And I've heard of that guy before, and he's like a professor, like, he knows everything about this stuff. So I heard of him before, and I was like, yeah, I should talk to him. And he was like, yeah. And I was like, yeah, but I don't know how to. And he was like, oh yeah, I can fix that. And I was like, wait, really? And he was like, yeah, I can fix that. Like, that's no problem. I'm gonna contact him if you just give me some like personal information and stuff. So my mom like came in afterwards and like, full name, age, like home address, all that stuff. And yeah, he was just like, yeah, you should really talk to this guy because he's really, really good. Yeah, like, I could also talk to the main hospital or someone at the main hospital in Norway, but he said that there I'd have to wait for a very, very long time. But this guy, he doesn't live in Oslo, which is the capital of Norway, by the way, which is like 1.5 to 2 hours away from where I live. He said that he doesn't live in Oslo, but he's there sometimes, and I'm going to try my very best to get you an appointment next time he's in Oslo. And I was like, that's freaking fantastic. Which basically means that I can discuss with him like what types of like hormone stuff there's out there. Like there's lots of different options, and we're gonna talk about like I'm gonna try and figure out what's best for me so that I'm prepared and so that it's like it's there. Like it feels like I can sort of reach after it a little bit, because as I said, I think I said it, it's felt like I don't know, it felt like I'm very stuck. But he was just so eager to help me out. Like it's such a weird feeling, but it's a scary feel. I'm nervous. Away from making the wrong mistake. Okay, I have so much anxiety regarding this, and I have so many things to say about like my gender and everything. If you are curious, wow. if you're curious, yeah, about how I feel about some things, or if you just want to hear my general anxieties, and because I overthink everything, if you want to hear that, then I will gladly make, I'm glad to make another really rambly video about that, because I do have a lot of things to say. Yeah, it was just, that's what I wanted to say, really. Like, I just want to let you know that, like, things are getting better, and also, like, my parents are really getting there. Like, I know that it's still weird to them, the whole thing. I don't know that they're still not completely used to it, but it's been only a bit over like half the year since I came out to them, so what can you expect, really? But it really shows that like time changes people. My parents have grown as people, like a lot, and yeah, I hope that's the case with everyone, that like your parents will support you after a while. It just takes time sometimes, so just be patient. But yeah, it's just, I find that rather exciting, I must admit. So yeah, that's really what I wanted to say for this update video. If you have any if you have anything to say, then please comment. If you think that you know who I was talking about, like the guy, you probably didn't. But if you do think you know, like not the counsellor guy, but that other like professor type Oslo sometimes guy, or like doctor, I don't know. Then like comment your experiences with him if you're Norwegian or any kind of nationality. But if you have had any experiences with him, or if you have had any experiences with transitioning in Norway in general, because that would be really great, because I don't know I know some Norwegian trans people, but really not a lot. So yeah, I don't really know that much about, like, well, I obviously have Google is a thing, but I haven't heard like people's personal experiences with transitioning in Norway. So it's just, I don't know, it's a weird thought, but I find it honestly exciting. So yeah, I'm gonna go now. That's what I want to say. I hope you're having an amazing day. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, a thumbs down if you didn't like it. Like, it's fine. It's fine. No hard feelings. And subscribe to see more of my Kovuisaunicorn face if you haven't before, or if you haven't subscribed, be watch my videos. But obviously you don't have to. You can just continue watching my videos and not be subscribed if you wish to. But I don't know. It's your choice. That sounds like I don't care. Obviously I do care. Not like, oh my god, I care so much about like the amount of subscribers I have, but you know, like I care that I care about the fact that people watch my videos, because it's insane to me. Like when I put out videos, I don't really expect people to watch them, and then they do, and it's all like, huh, that's funny, that's weird, thank you. Yeah, I'm gonna go. Have an amazing day, stay safe and eating, and do not hurt yourselves, and remember that you are so much more than you could ever realize, seriously. I hope this is not me, like, showing off, like, progress, because it's not really that much progress when you look at it in the bigger perspective. But first of all, I want to share my happiness with you, because you're really great people, and you're just really great people, and I want to share happiness, and also maybe someone out there will see, like, oh, hey, like, sometimes things change, or things do change. So even though you feel right now like you're really, really stuck somewhere, and like things aren't really going how you want them to be, or want them to go, then things definitely do turn around. So yeah, okay, have a great day. Thank you for watching. Hope you're doing well. Be nice to yourselves, okay? Or kind to yourselves, I don't know. Take care. Okay, see you in my next video. If you want to see more of my face, you don't have to, but yeah, okay. I'm sorry for being wet. Bye. That was so lovely. But goodbye.